to my channel, long time no chat. You joined me in Porto. Literally as of about an hour ago, I got off the plane from Bristol to Porto, took the train into the city, and now I'm just wandering around because I am on a 2-week trip from Porto down to the Algarve. So basically starting in the north, working down south. Starting in Porto, then I've got Aveiro, Cumbria, Lisbon, Sintra, Lagos, and then Faro. So it's my biggest trip and most stops to date. And yeah, it's been a while. So I have just come to wander around, to figure out my surroundings, to gain some sort of familiarity of the streets. Found the bridge, found the river, so I'm getting my bearings gradually. The weather today was supposed to be rather sceptical, but it's really warm and really humid. Whether it's going to start raining soon, I'm unsure, but it's lunchtime soon anyway, so I'm going to have to hibernate as I eat, so that's okay. But yeah, day one, just figuring out where I am, and I've got all the tours booked for tomorrow. I was contemplating doing one today, but I think I'll just take my time. I've got more than enough time, and yeah. Later, I feel a little bit more fresh and rejuvenated. So I spent a couple of hours just wandering around the city waiting for my hostel check-in time, and this is a remarkably steep city, and considering I was up at 3 AM, I think I accumulated fatigue pretty quickly. So yeah, I wandered around, grabbed some lunch, kind of familiarised myself with the environment, saw some of the hotspot areas, but I came back. As soon as I ate and as soon as I got access to my hostel room, I had a nap at 4 PM and I definitely needed it. I felt almost guilty because I feel like I need to take advantage of every single hour I have in this city, but I think I needed a little bit of a recharge. I feel a lot better for it, but now I've just come to the little garden they have in the hostel, which is so lovely, and it just makes me remember how much I do love hostels because you just have so many more communal areas to relax. I've just been reading, having a snack. There's the most adorable little kitten here called Shaki, and it's 6 weeks old, and it's a bundle of energy and joy, and it's just dancing around the place. So yeah, I'm just taking my time and just, you know, saying hi to people that are here, meeting some new faces, and just getting into the swing of traveling again and getting comfortable with discomfort and, you know, being okay with this unfamiliarity, with this uncertainty. So yeah.
So I just told her, and they told maybe she want to handle her.
I made a new best friend.
You in dark, you're gonna be like full of hair.
Oh, I'm wearing black.
As I am.
Oh dearie me. Oh dear. It's okay. It's okay.
It's a pleasure, guys. I don't know if I'm doing this in Portugal. I don't think I am. So,
I have just finished my walking tour this morning, and I'm sat with coffee, eating my first custard sonata because I am officially cliche. Yeah, the tour was about 3 hours long. It was nice just to gain some familiarity of the environment, meet some people, have some chats. Last night was really fun. I met with a guy from Ireland, comes all the way to Portugal to spend the evening with an Irish dude. It was lovely, and we went to get some food, get some gelato, got some drinks, and it was just delightful So yeah, this morning I've just been wandering around. The hostel was brilliant, it was so quiet, so lovely. Probably up there with one of my favourite hostels I've ever been in throughout my 12 months of backpacking. It's up there. I think people are wonderful, it's really quiet. I've come just before it gets really busy, so I think that was good. So yeah, I've just been wandering around, walking about, looking at the sights, enjoying the sunshine. Sorry, I started to get insecure on that cafe, there's a lot of people around. Yeah, spent the evening just giggling and laughing, and I felt like the holiday mode and the backpacking mode initiated because it felt effortless. I wasn't clock watching, I was just present in the moment. There's another walking tour that I've been interested in doing. It's going to be a common theme. I love a walking tour. I feel like it's just the best opportunity to, one, meet people, to discover the city, to get some insight from locals, and they're so enthusiastic, so engaging, and the groups are always so lovely. So I've got another one of those this evening. Fingers crossed the sky clears up, because there's a few gorgeous viewpoints that you can go to for sunset. And if you know anything about me, I'm an absolute sunset enthusiast. So the main objective of Porto is to go to this one garden to see the sunset over the bridge, because I mean, that would be so wholesome, so wonderful, and just to see the skyline of Porto in golden hour. Keep my fingers firmly crossed. The sun is out and I am outrageously happy about it. It is 5:30 now. I have just spent the best part of an hour and a half back in the hostel having some food, recharging, re-outfitting, refreshing myself. So yeah, I'm heading back out because I have another tour now. It's the Urban Mystery Legends Spooky something or other. It's a bit different to the one that I went to this morning. So it should be nice, should be another opportunity to meet new people. The two people that I actually met on the original walking tour that I did this morning invited me out for a pub crawl later on today. So it's great to make these relationships and these friendships that are unexpected. Hello. You join me from Jardim Palace dos Cristal, something or other. I'll put the name on the title. Put the name on the title, put the name on the screen. And I've had the most wholesome, easy, relaxed morning. I think yesterday I was really preoccupied and focused on making sure I've hit everything, all the tourist hotspots. There's a literal peacock right over there with all of its feathers out. Oh my god. What? There's a literal peacock. Okay, sidetracked. But yeah, I've spent a couple of hours just wandering through the greenery and the grass and the scenery, and it has been marvellous because yeah, yesterday I was very much doing all the tours, walking everywhere, making sure I was ticking things off, not really stopping. And this morning I had my breakfast, I wandered towards the gardens, found a little cafe, did some journaling, wrote in my journal, recapped you know, reflected on my past few days, and I've just been wandering around this greenery. There's a cockerel as well. There's a lot of animals happening. But it's just been lovely to wander aimlessly, look at the panoramic views of the city, get out of the concrete jungle, because after a while the chaos of the city and the cars and the streets, it feels a bit claustrophobic. So every once in a while having the opportunity to come into nature is just really refreshing. There's this beautiful little patch of grass outside the centre of photography and outside the tall thing that I don't know the name of. I'm just sat here with my Kindle in the sunshine on a day that was supposed to be raining, and I'm even regretting wearing linen trousers. I was so anxious when I was consistently looking at the forecast, but look at this. Look at this. I definitely need to go get some food. I definitely need to go and get some more water. But I just can't, like, I'm so lucky. I'm sat in a random greenery spot of beauty in Porto with a panoramic view of all of these differently, intricately designed houses. The sun is out. I'm healthy. I'm alone. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Don't mind this. Don't mind it one bit. Hello. Welcome to the blue skies of Porto. This morning it was so overcast and it was really bumming me out. Excuse me that bike. But it has come out for my final day, which I am so relieved about. I was initially planning to potentially go to the beach with two guys that I met on a walking tour, but I've just wanted to sit around here, mosey along the water. I've just been sat with my legs dangling, speaking to a beautiful Italian girl called Bianca. We spoke for about an hour and a half, and again, it's just these unexpected like relationships that you form and you learn about people, and it's so wholesome, so wonderful. I can't quite believe that that is my view. How would you get used to that? Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm just going to stay here for the foreseeable. So I just spent the past 2 hours having a coffee and a pastel de nata and read my book, and I met two lovely other solo travellers. I've forgotten their names already, but one was from Argentina and one was originally from India but is living in Amsterdam. And they bought me my coffee and bought me another 2 pastel de natas. So I've made friends, it was wholesome. And now I'm on the Louis Bridge because I'm heading to the gardens to watch sunset. Oh god, the lighting is so bad. I'm walking back from the most incredible evening I've had in Porto. The sky was amazing, the crowd was amazing. Like, I'm still so gobsmacked. The golden hour, the lights coming on, everyone clapping. It was the most emotional, and like the thought that a sunset can bring thousands of people together. And then I actually recognised 3 guys that were from my hostel, and we just chatted for ages, and the one guy is studying psychology and has done sports psychology, so we were just like, oh my god, tell me all about it. So I'm getting my academic nerdism out. I was going to say a little bit longer, but the hostel kitchen closes at a certain time and I'm desperate for food, and I want to be able to eat all the stuff that I've collected over the past couple of days, so I'm not having to lug more food to my next stop. So I'm heading back and potentially coming back out to see the guys again, because they are all so lovely. But what a way to finish my time in Porto. On to the next. I am backpacked up, but yeah, checked out. I'm heading now to the bus station because I have a just under an hour bus to Aveiro. The duration actually towards Lisbon and Lagos are quite long, so this is going to be my shortest like connection. So I'm taking advantage of the fact that it's not going to be too horrific, because I think it's like 4 hours, one of the other ones, so that's not going to be fun, but there we go. So yeah, I'm ready, I'm off. The next adventure begins. So after a relatively quick bus journey, I have arrived in Aveiro, and it is so adorable and so quaint. And I'm just wandering through the little streets. The check-in for the hostel isn't for a couple of hours yet, so I managed to go there, lather on a layer of Factor 50, change my outfit, give my bag so I'm not lugging 20 kilos unnecessarily. And yeah, I'm just out wandering, exploring. It's so sweet. It's quite small, and it's just really sweet. Like, I don't know, it's cobblestone streets and beautiful architecture, pretty colours. It's very warm, and yeah, I'm very pleased. The hostel had like coffee and fruit, so I've kind of hydrated, refueled, and I've gathered a bag full of snacks, so that's all sorted, so we're good on that front. Okay, ignoring my sweaty face, burnt nose and everything that's an absolute mess right now, I've just checked into the hostel. It's not a bunk bed situation, it's lots of little beds. So right now, only one other person is here. Yeah, okay. Certainly different, but it's okay. My little locker. I feel like a little schoolgirl. Right. Let's get back in. Got myself a little picnic happening here. I've been to the supermarket and I got some like ham chicken filling. I don't know, I tried to use Google Translate but there's no internet, so it's one or the other, some sort of protein at least. And I stole some baguettes from, well, like some bread rolls from the hostel, got some hummus, got some carrot sticks, and I treated myself to a monster. I should really do a video on how I spend so little abroad. Like, I've managed to find the ultimate cheapskate ways, and I don't necessarily feel like I'm missing out because I'm sat in this beautiful little park. Like, it's lovely. Every now and then, yes, I'll take myself for a meal if needs be, but if I have this stuff available to me and I can sit in a park under the glorious blue skies, absolutely gonna lap that opportunity up. So yeah, I'm gonna dig into my hummus and my bread rolls. It's the first clip of the day and it is coming up to 8 PM. I won't lie, today has been a bit of an anxious one. I wouldn't say I've necessarily had a panic attack, but I've had quite a few bouts and quite a few moments of anxiety and overwhelm and panic and overthinking. I think it's because I've paused for a moment. Granted, I think my future self is going to be really appreciative that I've had, you know, a day to recharge and a day to just replenish myself and refuel. Because Porto was so busy and because Lisbon inevitably will be even busier, I've just had a few moments of just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, being a little bit panicked, and I just wanted to document that to make sure that people aren't exclusively seeing the highlight reel. You know, there have been phenomenal moments and they will continue to be phenomenal moments, but there also are moments of overthinking, of overwhelm, of feeling a little bit outside your comfort zone, which inevitably is the growth provoking element of solo travel. But yeah, some days we're just not as thriving. Some days we are a little bit more vulnerable. Some days we do feel a little bit lonely. Some days we do feel a bit panicked and a bit overwhelmed and homesick. But there are also days where you never want to leave and days that you feel like you could go traveling for the rest of your entire life. So yeah, it's just been one of those days, but it's okay. It's okay. And I've had the time to recharge. I've gone on a little run. I wrote and journaled and reflected in a cafe for quite a few hours. I got some razors and I shaved my legs and my armpits, which was overdue, but I've given myself the time to do that. So yeah, I feel fresh. I feel ready for Lisbon, I think. Still a bit anxious, but yeah, ready to go. Next adventure. Hello. I just walked about 25 minutes with that thing on my back. It doesn't get easier. I'm outside the Aveiro train station. I've come with a lot of time to spare because the transfer from, where was I, Porto to Aveiro, I got to the bus station remarkably early as usual, but it took me far too long to find out where the heck the buses actually were, and I was so close to losing it. And that type of anxiety does not sit well with me. My organisational, frantic, structured brain likes continuity, structure, predictability in terms of the travel aspect of travel especially. So yeah, that is basically justifying why I'm here remarkably early, but I've managed to find a little spot. It's quite overcast today, but it is supposed to be very, very sunny as soon as I arrive in Lisbon. So I've packed a summer outfit ready, so once I get to Lisbon, I'm gonna dash to the hostel, chuck my stuff away, put on a more appropriate summer outfit on, and then head out immediately. I don't have as much time in Lisbon as I had in Porto, so I think I'm on a bit more of a mission to see everything, to experience everything, to lap up everything. So yeah, that is me. I've got a 2.5 hour train journey, so I'm just gonna read on my Kindle, chill out a little bit. I absolutely took all advantage of the free included breakfast with the hostel this morning, and I feel about up here with food, and I even pitched some extras for lunches and snacks, so I'm all prepared on that front too. So we're good to go. Next stop, Lisbon.